honestly, and you mentioned it, these days they're not hacking computers as much as they're hacking people. Almost all of the successful hacks weren't a computer breaking into some other computer. They were somebody who managed to social network into a position where they got access to a person, and that person gave up passwords accidentally or sometimes on purpose, thinking they were doing the right thing for some reason.
Right.
And sometimes it's just as simple as a bribe. So they're hacking people more than they are computers, because once you've got passwords, a lot of other things become quickly, available to you.
That makes sense though, the personal hack versus industrial hack, because I think people in, for example, in your business, people, companies that employ you to help them, you're vigilant about it all the time because there's a concern about it. I think you're right. The average citizen sometimes maybe not paying as much attention, or depending on the generation and what, it's so funny. My mom and my wife's mother are older. They're in their 80s, and they are very susceptible to, not so much my mom anymore because we've kind of trained to tell her, but and she's mastered the use of her, her smartphone and all that. But my wife's mom sometimes falls victim to that, I think, mentality that was prevalent when she was younger, which is if somebody calls and says, "Hey, you owe us money for this," it was a legitimate call, maybe because it was the electric company or the water company or whatever. So she tends to be more intimidated by and scared by those kinds of things, which I think would make her susceptible, if she had any internet presence at all, which she doesn't, to accidentally maybe giving away information, thinking she's complying with some legitimate request. So I'm wondering, is that kind of a big target audience, like maybe older generation people that have access to technology, but maybe they're not quite as aware, or they're not quite as cynical about the, the dastardly intentions of people out there in the world?